from the westernunion.com VIP Lounge.
Gabby D is in the westernunion.com VIP Lounge with the lovely Grace.
What up?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You are on fire right now, girlfriend. She's like, please don't go there. How is life pretty much? I'm sure you're adjusting right now.
Yeah, I mean, life feels normal. I'm just making music, you know?
Right.
I'm not, like, nothing's crazy. I'm definitely not on any kind of level yet. I'm just still very early stages, just tipping the iceberg. So, yeah.
But it must feel good.
Yeah, it feels great. It feels amazing that, especially in America, obviously, the single You Don't Owe Me is, like, picked up in Australia and the UK, but now people are starting to discover it here in the States. So it's definitely exciting. And
right, you're from Brisbane, Australia.
Yes,
correct?
Brisbane.
See, I live in Brisbane, California, so I could try to pretend like, I'm Australian or something. Yeah, no, I'm just playing. But your brother, Conrad Sewell,
yes.
How was it growing up with you two? Because you guys are both artists now, both killing things.
Yeah. It was fun. I mean, my whole family's like super musical. My grandparents were musicians. My mom is just like very artsy. Like was always writing and painting and just very crafty growing up. So
right.
It just was like a mad household, you know. My oldest brother can sing kind of, but he's more of a karaoke vibe. And my dad doesn't have a musical bone in his body. So it was fun, yeah.
Right,
definitely a lot of singing and, showing off.
Well, he was on our Wow 94.9 Jingle Ball.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping you're on it this year.
Oh, that would be sick.
Because it has to be Battle of the Siblings right now, a little bit. You're like, I'm going to get there. Don't worry. I'll be there.
Not really, because he's 10 years older than me. So I'm like his little baby sister. And when he wins, I win, vice versa. So there's no real, competition, I guess.
That's good.
Yeah.
Supportive. That's always good.
Very much so.
Have you worked with him at all? Have you guys been in the studio?
I did, yeah, and that's the one time we did get competitive. We did a song together last year, just to see what it would be like. We kind of got together and tried to write this record, and he would go in the booth and he would do a big note, and then I'd be like, okay, let me just go in there.
Step aside there, brother.
Let me just do something real quick, and then I go in there, and then he'd go in afterwards, and I'd be like, all right, let me just go back in. So that was the one time it did get a little competitive, but it was all just fun and jokes. It was all love. But
nice.
Yeah, we have worked together, and obviously when I was younger, I started writing when I was 9 or 10, so he kind of being older than me, he kind of showed me how to, and I guess inspired
Gave
me
you
to
some
start. Yeah,
that's awesome.
for sure. Yeah.
So You Don't Own Me is a classic. Clearly, I mean we've heard that song before. When you decided to go ahead and go forward with it, were you a little nervous? Were you like, wow, this is a really big song? And I mean, Quincy Jones, come on. So were you nervous about that at all?
I think, yeah, it's definitely a lot of expectation, especially when you're remaking a song, because people get attached to the originals of things, and you don't really know if people are going to love it or hate it. But I think having Quincy involved made the whole situation a lot better, because he did the original obviously, and he was such a crucial part in making sure all the iconic elements that are in the original are in our one, all the strings, all the horns, everything. I don't think we would have even tried to attempt it if he wasn't involved, because he definitely made sure it was classic and tasteful and had all the little things that people love about the original. So but it's definitely nerve-wracking. For sure. I think also though that because the song is so powerful, it was more exciting to be a part of it, especially as a female.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. I mean, it's definitely empowering women.
Yeah.
And was that important for you for your first single? Was that no, this is what I want to come off as? I want to empower women. I want them to know that that's what I'm about.
Absolutely. I think obviously it's always a must for me to have some kind of message in the music, and I think the message behind this is timeless. It was relevant 50 years ago, and it is today. So I think that's super important. And just being able to feel music, I feel is something that we kind of miss sometimes. And
I agree.
When you sing a song as empowering as that, or you hear a song as empowering as that, it's pretty hard not to feel some type of way. So yeah, I think it was definitely a big part of why I was excited to join it.
And how did G-Eazy get on the record?
We're both signed to the same label. We're both signed to RCA. But he was Parker Gilly, the other producer that worked with Quincy on the remake. He was doing some sessions with him in Atlanta, which is where I live, and I just like showed up at the studio and played the record, and he listened and he ended up loving it, and I asked him if he would like please jump on it and do a verse, and he was down. So it kind of just worked out, you know. He liked the song, and I always loved his music and being a big fan, so he was just a great fit.
How is it living in Atlanta from Australia? I mean, that's pretty different.
It is different. I mean, America is just so different to Australia in general, but Atlanta is, you know, definitely its own little hub. I think when I'm there, I'm like locked up in a studio or, you know, just chilling in my house, so I don't really like go out and while out, but that's just where I make my music. So yeah, I think it's nice to get away from the hype sometimes and just be chill. Yeah.
What is in the works? Album, another single? What can we expect from Grace?
So the album I've been working on it for ages now. Well, like 6 months, and
it feels like ages. I'm sure.
Feels like forever. Yeah. But it should be out really soon. And then I'm about to release a second single in the UK. So that is coming shortly as well.
Awesome. That's really good to hear. Now, I know like I'm about empowering women too, but I'm just kind of curious. What's one thing you hate about being a girl?
Oh my God, there's so many things. Like having having hair. Don't you hate that? Like guys just literally get in the shower, get out, and then just do nothing. Like what do you have to do? You put on a clean t-shirt.
That's my life.
We have to put on, but we don't have to put on makeup, but it's like if you don't wear makeup, people are like, are you sick? Literally, when I wear makeup,
heard the whole team here.
When I wear makeup, my manager's like, "Are you sick? You need some sun. Are you sick?
You need some bronzer. What's going on?"
You do that. Don't lie.
He's making a face like, "Why you putting me on blast right now?"
So yeah, and you have to like I don't know about you, but I have like naturally kind of like wavy hair.
Yep, exactly.
So if I don't like blow dry and curl it, it's just like, what's going on with your hair? Why do you look like a poodle?
Yeah, see, with me, I've been dyeing my hair since I was like 12. My mom's a hairstylist.
Okay, yeah.
So mine is just like fried, dyed, and permified. So if I don't put no type of oil, you're gonna get like some shiny. Yeah, your piano guy staring at me like, girl, I could already tell that hair looking crazy. He's laughing.
So rude today.
Oh my gosh. Who is someone that you really are like dying to work with that you're just like, that needs to happen?
I always say this, but I'm the biggest Lauryn Hill fan.
Oh my God.
Just to like even just kick it with her, I'd be like so stoked because I'm just such a fan.
Both of your voices are so strong though. So I feel like that'd be really cool to hear like something a little different.
Yeah, it would be amazing to get the chance to work with her. But in terms of like, I really would love to do something with Childish Gambino. Kendrick would be dope.
That swimming pool's cover girl, by the way, like wow, amazing.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Yeah, he's sick, so that would be amazing. But yeah, a few people.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I'm anxious to see what you got coming for us. Keep killing it. You're doing amazing right now. So that's Grace. Make sure you follow her. Is it official Grace?
Official Grace Grace Official. Official Grace on Twitter. Sorry. And I am Grace on Instagram.
Perfect. Thank you so much for stopping by the WesternUnion.com VIP Lounge. It's Gabby Diaz. We're out of here.